Hello, it's the Past Life Detective here, and today is the 4th of February 2024. This is a really significant date in the book Past Lives That Matter that I wrote, and the lead character Rose was actually married on the 4th of February, some decades ago. Rose had actually discovered her past life to be Mary Boleyn in medieval Tudor times in England. But curiously, Mary Boleyn was also married on the 4th of February to her first husband. He was called William Carey, and he was privy to the chamber of King Henry VIII. 400 years ago. I, Mary Boleyn, do take you, William Carey, to be my lawful wedded husband, on this day, the 4th of February, 1520. And the reason this is significant is because Rose had begun to sleuth her past lives using birth dates, death dates. Funnily enough, Rose had always had the feeling that her first marriage was like an arranged marriage, because she'd belonged to a closed community and her parents had raised her in a religion where it was very frowned upon to marry outside of the community. And so this would have been a very similar feeling to her past life, where Mary Boleyn was of course one of the aristocracy, and her mother and father would have found a suitable husband for her within the same circles. And they thought they'd done extremely well by having her marry somebody who was very directly connected to King Henry VIII, and in fact worked in his privy chamber. But unfortunately, it felt more like a chore to Mary, who'd been used to living in the French court, now in the court of King Henry VIII, which wasn't quite as much fun. She did her duty by him, and she was married until he died some 8 years later. So these clues lead us along the breadcrumb trail to discovering why sometimes we have these relationships. So there were quite a few parallels with the feeling of being in an arranged marriage. Not saying loveless marriage, but one that felt there were a lot of rules and regulations. So having released some of the feelings that she'd had around this past life, Rose now could say that she felt she'd done the shadow work on her past life and the soul release that was necessary to move forward. So if you're interested in delving into one of your past lives to see if there might be some patterns that need releasing in your life, do get in touch with me in the link in the description box of this video, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.